So I'm going to be doing this video into two parts. So obviously it's a top 10. I'm going to be doing the number 10 to 5 in this video, and then number 5 to number 1 in the second video. So this is not in any order. I'm just picking cards and stickers that are on the side to me and just showing you there. So this is not obviously number 10 being the worst to invest in, number 1 being the best. It's just a random order. So yeah, so the first card that I've currently invested in is Nico Williams. So if you don't know, Nico Williams plays for Atletico Bilbao in the Spanish league, top tier in the La Liga. Currently plays for Spain. Obviously had the choice to go to Ghana to play for their national team, but decided to go to Spain, which is obviously better for both of us, you know. As you know, he has a potential better chance to win the World Cup, and obviously has a potential to win the Euros, obviously being with Spain, them being one of the better nations in the Euros. Currently, playing for Atletico Bilbao. Started out his career in Osasuna in the youth team. Started out there, and I think, as you know, Iñaki Williams, his brother, plays for Atletico Bilbao. He gave a little good word in, and obviously saw how his brother Nico Williams plays, and you know, they were impressed by him. So he currently has 29 games, 8 goals, 6 assists as being a right winger for Atletico Bilbao, and that's including all competitions, so the La Liga and Copa del Rey. So currently plays obviously on the right wing, and his contract runs out at 2024. So maybe it has a huge potential to leave Atletico Bilbao, maybe, you know, go to a bigger, better club. I know he was linked to, I believe, Liverpool. Liverpool was willing to pay, I think, 40 million, which I believe is his release clause. I'm not too sure. And then wanted to do that, but I didn't think he wanted to leave at the time. Obviously, you know, his whole family's there, his brother's there, so hopefully he can make the decision and maybe move to a bigger, better team. So this card that I'm showing you here is from the Mosaic 2021 to 2022 set. This is the insert Will to Win, and this is out of 25, as you can see there. So 16 out of 25. So I believe there's only 2, or the 2 big ones that you can get Nico Williams in is the Mosaic set and the Chronicles. So I believe he has an XR. So obviously you can get the out of 5 green, the out of 10 gold, the out of 99 blue, the Astro purple Astro. So you can get a fair few cards of him. There's not much of him, so I wouldn't say his prices are quite high at the moment, but I think they're decently priced. He's not a player that, you know, no one's ever heard of, but I don't believe a lot of people are investing in him. So yeah, I think it'll be good to, you know, pick up a few cards of him more. I believe I've got one here and then one in America. If I could put a picture here somewhere, if I can remember, do that in the video. Yeah, so that's number 10. So number 9 on this video of investing is this. So it's a little bundle. So for me personally, it's, you know, Legends, vintage. So I'm just going to put a few cards and stickers out there that I have. It's just like a little range of it. So I believe vintage, you know, the vintage market is still so low compared to what it should be. You know, showing, you know, the pop count, the pop report, the condition of these cards and stickers when they were made in 1950, 1940, you know, even later than that, some even being in the 1900s. Them being in the condition that you can sometimes get them in, I think is amazing, and especially underrated legends. So some players that I think are very underrated, I'll say Eusebio is probably one of them that I think he's properly rated in the card hobby. I think he's, you know, some prices are quite high or just suited for him. So I'll probably say he's not one of the people that I believe is currently underrated, but I'd say these 5 to 6 players that I currently have are. So you got Sandor Kocsis. So he's a Hungarian player who used to play for Barcelona and obviously other teams, but mainly Barcelona. And if you notice as well, a lot of players from Hungary, you know, used to be world-class players. You know, you got Puskás, Kocsis, and you got a fair few other players as well. But yeah, Sandor Kocsis, I believe he's an underrated legend. If you look at his goals to games ratio, it's unbelievable. I think it's near the positive side of it. I think he's got one of the most goals to games goals in the World Cup, I believe. But I'm not too sure. But I believe he's an underrated legend that I think people should, keep an eye on and see his prices. Another one is Bobby Moore. And I think I was talking about this at London Card Show with someone saying that in England, Bobby Moore is appreciated. Like, I think his prices are really good in the UK hobby. But I believe in America, China, Asia as a whole, America as a whole, that Bobby Moore is really underrated and underappreciated. Being obviously a World Cup winner, playing for West Ham, I think Fulham as well. Obviously, I support West Ham, so I do think he's underrated no matter what. But I think Bobby Moore being an underrated legend, winning the World Cup, and probably one of the best centre backs to ever grace the football pitch. Even Pele said he was the hardest defender to play against. So if Pele's saying that, it must mean something. Another one which you guys will never heard of is Telmo Zarra. So Telmo Zarra is a Spanish football player, striker, who played in the 30s, 40s and 50s in the Liga, obviously for Atletico Bilbao. This is his rookie, so the 1941 Valenciana Cromos Deportes Serie K. So this is obviously a little cartoony one. So Telmo Zarra is the third top goal scorer in the La Liga as a whole. So obviously Messi being first, Ronaldo being second, and Telmo Zarra being third. So obviously before Messi and Ronaldo came along, he was the top goal scorer. And even I think the top goal scorer award in Spain is named after him. So I think they used to call him, like, I can't remember the name, but it was something to do with midget. So he used to be a small player, but he could jump and reach the sky. Something like Ronaldo does. But and I think they used to call him Big Forehead as well, because most of his goals used to be from headers. So that's another underrated legend that I think you should look at. Another one is Luis Suarez, not the Luis Suarez from Barcelona and Atletico Madrid, not the Luis Suarez from Granada, Luis Suarez from the 1950s and 60s, who did play for Barcelona as well, but played for Deportivo La Coruña, Inter Milan and teams like that. So he started off his career, so this is, I believe, his rookie as well. Started off his career in Deportivo La Coruña in the 1953 to 54 season, being the first and I think the only Spanish player to ever win the Ballon d'Or. If you obviously count, I think Di Stefano, but there's a bit of controversy. Is he from Argentina? Is he from Spain? So what is his nationality? So if you had to do proper, I'd say obviously Luis Suarez being the only Spanish player to win a Ballon d'Or. Goal to game ratio, amazing. One of the best players to ever play for Spain. And played for two big clubs, Barcelona and Inter Milan. And the last player in that little section is obviously a player at IPC, not being like overprotective over him, but I think he's very underrated. Obviously, Paco Gento being the player to win most Champions Leagues ever, so being 6. I believe Nacho Fernandez, Modric, Toni Kroos, Carvajal are on 5 Champions Leagues. So obviously, if they do win this season, Paco Gento's record will go. The most La Liga's won, and played with the Giants, Di Stefano, Puskas, Raymond Coppa, Santa Maria, all players like that. So that's at number 9 of players who I think you should invest in. So just vintage legends that are not really talked about. Obviously, you've got the Maradonas, your Pelés, your Cruyffs, your Ronaldinhos. They're always going to be players to invest in, because I just think they're just timeless goats. But underrated legends that not a lot of people know about, like Gento, Luis Suarez, Telmo Zarra, I think you should guys invest in. So at the number 8 spot is another Spaniard. You can probably see a common theme of most of these players being Spanish, because obviously that's my channel. He's Pedri, so the man himself, one of the Wonder Boys, and so most of you guys probably know about Pedri. He probably needs no introduction, but a player who played in the Canary Islands for Las Palmas, I believe signed for Barcelona for 30 million. got rejected by Real Madrid, funny enough. Went to have a little trial game there and see if he's obviously good enough. And Real Madrid said, you know, he's such a small player, he's not good. Barcelona picked him up and, you know, being one of the best centre mids in the world at this current moment of time. So the reason why I would say, well, so Pedri's obviously one of the most expensive players in the hobby at the moment, but I think for his prices at the moment, I think they're down compared to what they was. Not too sure why. I know he just got recently injured, but before that he was, and obviously got knocked out the Europa League by Manchester United, but scoring goals nearly every game, you know, having a good game nearly every game, you know, having a really good game, average game, or even a really good one. But it's one thing I don't get is when people, you know, they don't watch Pedri every game, but they watch him against, you know, Manchester United, didn't play good, and they say he's a fraud, which I don't understand. But yeah, I think, you know, one of the players to invest in is Pedri, playing for one of the biggest countries in the world, Spain, in football. And I think, you know, can't go wrong with Pedri. So with the cards that I've got of him at the moment, so I've got a lot more in America and a lot more in PSA. So I'll put a picture here on what card I've sent to PSA. So it's the Topps Chrome out of 99 Stevie Aoki 2020 to 2021 set, I believe. So that's obviously his rookie out of 99. Hoping to get a 10, but I'll find out in a few months and maybe we can do a video on that. But the cards that I currently have in hand at the moment is the Pedri Donruss 2021-2022 out of 49 Orange Velocity, which you probably saw on my London card show pickups and what I'm going to probably send to grading. The other one is a 2020 Merlin Chrome Champions League Speckle out of 150 PSA 9. I got this for a cheap deal in America. Happy to get this. Think I'm going to hold at the moment just because of obviously how low Pedri's prices are and what they were. So that's why I think he's a good buy at the moment, and I'm still invested in him. Yeah, obviously Merlin being one of the biggest sets he's involved in, more sought after. So this is a nice card to have. And this, I believe, so it's probably his second or third card. So people like to think, I'll put it on the screen now, what people think his actual true rookie is. So it's a picture of him tackling Emerson. So it's Emerson's mega cracks, and it's Pedri behind him tackling him in a Las Palmas cat, and people think that's his rookie. It's not. Well, if they want to class that as his true rookie, they can do that. But for me personally, it's either this one shown on screen. So Pedri obviously scoring his Champions League debut. We've obviously Messi being in here. This in a PSA 10, really nice, but obviously the print run is, I think it's in the 40,000s, 50,000s, which is obviously not amazing. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, just I think Pedri's a really good investment. I'd say probably the cards to invest in at the moment is going to be his Merlin, his, you know, rookie year stuff. Nothing like, you know, no base, no high number. I normally try and go for 99, numbered 99 or lower. I know obviously this one's out of 150, but this is his rookie year, so I'll say that's a little exception for that. But yeah, so that's one of the players I think you should be invested in. At the number 7 spot is a set. It's not really a particular card, it is a set. So the set that I'm going to be talking about is the Topps Chrome 2017 Champions League set. So if you guys don't know about this, this is a little quick introduction that the Topps Chrome set is probably one of the biggest sets to invest in. If you want to pick up any players, so obviously Pedri and Jude, obviously in Topps Chrome set, their first year was, you know, a bit expensive. Messi and Ronaldo's first year in Topps Chrome, which is this set, in 2017. I just think 2017 being the first year of Topps Chrome Champions League set, I think is one to invest in. Just looking at the cards, so for example, I've got a few here. I've got the out of 99 Casillas green. You could sort of say it's a colour match. So we got that there. So obviously, as you can see, this is out of 99. And then obviously you got these two. So this is PK out of 250 and out of 150. I've got the out of 25 somewhere, and I might be trying to complete the rainbow. I'm not too sure. as they're really hard to find, even they're out of 5. So we got them. So yeah, that's just a quick little one that I think you guys should invest in. More or less the set. So the players to probably chase in this set is Messi, Ronaldo, and Mbappe. Really, I think they're probably the main ones. Obviously, if you want to go for Neymar, that's obviously a possibility. But I just think this set as a whole is a good investment. So in the number 6 spot is another Spanish player, a player that I've spoke about a little bit on the channel, and I've got a few cards of him. So I'll just show you. I'll show you a few. Is this player, Sergio Ribas, who currently plays for the second team of Real Madrid, so the B team, being the captain of that team. Currently 22 or 23 years old. I think he's got 22. I don't know this off the top of my head, but 22 games. I think 12 goals and 8 assists. Being one of the most talked about player in Spain at the moment. So yeah, I'm just going to show you what cards I currently have on him and why he's a good investment. I think why he's a good investment, currently cheap at the moment, not really a lot of players people know about him. I would only say probably Real Madrid fans, because obviously they know the current system that they have, players coming through the youth squad, the B team and obviously the first team. So I'll probably say his prices are very low at the moment. They're starting to go a bit up, but I still think he's a big play to go on. So just some of the cards that I've got of him is the Sergio Ribas Mosaic out of 49 set. We've got the Stadium Club Chrome out of 50. I believe this is out of 50. Out of 25, sorry. So got the orange out of 25. Don't know if you can see that. Got some slabs here. So we've got the Merlin. So he's in the same set as that Pedri that I've just shown. So you've got the Gold Refractor PSA 9 out of 50. You can see there. There we go. We've got the Gold Refractor, same Club Chrome, PSA 9 out of 50. See there. We've got another Mosaic, blue Mosaic, PSA 9. This is out of 99, I believe, blue. There you go. We've got 2, I believe. I think we've got 3 actually. 2 in hand at the moment is the Immaculate set, so 2021 Immaculate. So I've got the bronze out of 49 PSA 9, and I've got the bronze again out of 49 in the PSA 8, which is a bit unfortunate, but for a thicker card you're going to get that. Got another PSA 9 Gold Rebus out of 50 from the Merlin set. And this is just some of the raw cards that I'm planning to send to PSA and SGC in the next submission. So you've got obviously the Rebus out of 75 Blue Shimmer, got them 2. These you've probably seen in the last video, out of 25 Mosaic. Got the Merlin set out of 150 Speckle, the same as the Pedri that I've just shown. Got the out of 25 Merlin. I think this is just a refractor there, so I'm going to send all these off to grain. So that's another out of 25. Got that out of 299 in the Merlin set. Got the out of 75, not the Blue Shimmer, just normal out of 75 blue. And then we've got another out of 25 Merlin set orange. So that's the cards that I currently have of Sergio Ribas. I've got more in America, but that's just what I have in hand. And I think he's, out of the whole list, I'll probably say he's probably top 3 that I'm currently going hard on and putting all my money in. So yeah. And then lastly, in number 5 is a player that if you follow me on Instagram, you do know IPC, is Yeremy Pino. So Yeremy Pino, young player, I believe 22 years old, right to left winger, who plays at Villarreal. Currently not doing amazing at Villarreal. Had a very good season last year, and the season before obviously winning the Europa League against Man United on penalties, having a very, very good season there. Villarreal as a whole are probably not having a good season itself, so obviously most of the players are not going to be doing well, including Yeremy Pino, who I do think needs to move to a better team, or just a different team or league in general. I think, people have asked me what team could you see him going to. I think AC Milan could be a very good one, as they're looking for a winger. I believe a right winger, as I think their main one has only scored 1 goal in 3 seasons or something like that. stupid statistic like that. So I think Yeremy Pino will be a good one. Even the Premier League, I think he would light up in. So obviously, as his prices are very low at the moment, I recommend buying bulk or buying big on him if you do believe in him. So the cards that I currently have at the moment is the Yeremy Pino Topps Chrome Rookie. So this is first year in Topps Chrome, and this is out of 25. You can see there on the bottom right. We've got the Inceptions, first year for him, out of 49. So obviously star quality, but obviously not at the moment, but hopefully he'll pick that up soon. We've got the XR Gold out of 10 Chronicles Yeremy Pino. I've got an out of 5 currently at PSA. I will make a video on the PSA sub. I think it should be coming back in a week. We got the Yeremy Pino Obsidian PSA 9 out of 50 auto, which obviously Obsidian are very hard to grade, so getting a 9 is not too bad. We got another Yeremy Pino out of 25, but obviously in a PSA 9. And this is one that I graded myself, is a Yeremy Pino SGC 9 Obsidian out of 149 auto. So that's it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and maybe you'll be picking up some bits that I've showed you on the video. If you do want to see the from top 5 to top 1 investments that I'm currently making at the moment, please, say that down in the comments. Leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe. See you guys later.